So as we have seen in my last class, we have started with exercise 6.2 and few questions we have done, and now we will proceed for some other question. Okay. Actually, I told you to do question number 3 and 3 I have done, 4 I told you to do. So let's see with the question number 4. Okay. So question number 4. So first of all, you please draw the diagram. You please draw the diagram. The diagram is already given. It is 6.19. So please draw the diagram. See, it is A, B, and C. The next is this one, and the next is this, and the next is this. Actually, this one little bit this side, so this one, okay. And then F, D, and E. Now here you see one thing. It is in the please try to understand the question. Question it is given that DE parallel to AC. DE parallel to AC. First condition. Second condition is that DF parallel to AE. DF parallel to AE. Now you know that by the application of BPT. The BPT says that if a line is parallel to the base, then it divide the other two sides in equal proportion. Then if DF is parallel to AE, that means AD by DB equal to EF by BF. Okay, and similarly, if DE is parallel to AC, then AD by DB equal to EC by BE. EC by BE. And now you see from these two, one thing is that AD by DB is common. If AD by DB is common, that means what is left? EF by BF equal to EB by EC is left. And that is the proof you have to do. BE by EC you have to prove. Okay. So let's start with that one. Okay. So first of all, you see here condition is already given. So first of all, you write DE parallel to AC. What is that? Then implies BD by AD equal to BE BF BE by EC. This is equation number 1. Condition is right by what? BPT, basic proportionality theorem. Then again DF parallel to AE. Then what is that? Implies BD by AD equal to BF by FE. This is equation number 2, and then but this is also by BPT. This is also by BPT. Okay. Then you see one thing. See, you will see equation number 1 and 2. Then BD by AD equal to BD by AD. So these two are equal. That means automatically BE by EC equal to BF by FE. BF by FE. From 1 and 2. From 1 and 2. What do we get? BE by EC equal to BF by FE. Okay, this is the proof. This is the question number. So question number 4 proof. Okay. Then let's see question number 5. I'll just explain. I'll not do. Just you see. Now question number 5. Whatever we have done here, almost same thing we have to do in question number 5. Okay. Question number 5. That's why I'll draw the diagram and then I'll explain. Okay. So it is seems that it is a three-dimensional figure, it seems that three-dimensional figure, because you see here, then here, and then what is given? It is given, it is this is, then this is, then this one. Okay, so it seems that it is a 3D figure. P O, then E Q R P. Oh, sorry. Here it is F, and then D. This is D. So try to understand the question. You see, DE parallel to OQ, and DF parallel to QR, and you have to prove that EF parallel to QR. Then what actually you have to prove? See, here we have done that, we have equalized, and then we have shown the proportion, that equal proportion, and same thing, exactly same thing we'll do here. You see, I'll just explain, you follow my instruction, okay? First of all, DE parallel to OQ. That means what? PE by EQ. PE by EQ. Please write down. ED parallel to OQ. ED parallel to OQ implies EP or PE by EQ equal PD by OD by BPT. Equation number 1. The next you see, once again, you say DF parallel to OR. DF parallel to OR. Then what happened? PF by FR equal to PD by DO. This is equation number 2. This is also by BPT. Then if you conclude from 1 and 2, just like this one, you say from 1 and 2, here also from 1 and 2, you see PD by DO. Here it was BD by AD. PD by AD. Here PD by DO are same. Then what is left? PE by EQ equal PF by FR. If PE by EQ equal to PF by FR, that means this is the line coming. EF is coming. So EF parallel to QR. EF parallel to QR. Clear? Once again, just you see for your, if any one of you are missing. So see, first of all, DE parallel to OQ implies PE by EQ equal to PD by DO. This is by BPT, equation number 1. Again, see, DF parallel to OR. DF parallel to OR. Then what happened? See, PF by FR. PF by FR equal to PD by DO. This is also by BPT, equation number 2. From 1 and 2 we get, you see, PD by DO. BD by AD, BD by AD, PD by DO. In the both the equation it is there. So this is common. Then what we will get? PE by EQ equal to PF by FR implies EF parallel to QR. So please write it down by yourself. Okay? Please write it down by yourself. Clear? Now next one is that question number 6 and question number 5 almost same. Question number 5 and 6 almost 7. The next is that prove that a line drawn to the midpoint of one side of a triangle is parallel to the another side, bisect the other side. This theorem you got in class 9. That midpoint theorem. Midpoint theorem you got in class 9. Now this one also midpoint theorem, but will use by this property only. So let's see question number 7 now. Please draw the diagram. What is given? Prove that line drawn A, B, C. This is D. This is E. Now what is given? So please write down first, let ABC be a triangle. Let ABC be a triangle. Let ABC be a triangle. Ready? Then you see, it is given in the question that line passing to the midpoint of one side of a triangle. So what we will do? Then we will take D is the midpoint of AB. D is the midpoint of AB. D is the midpoint of AB. First up, then DE is drawn parallel to BC, intersect AC at E. DE drawn parallel to BC, intersect AC at E. Intersect AC at E. To prove, what do you have to prove? You have to prove that E is the midpoint. To prove E is the midpoint of AC. E is the midpoint of AC. Okay? So then you see, then once again there is no construction, nothing. So directly we will do. So once again remember one thing, I did not write the introduction completely. You have to write the introduction. What you have to prove, that one I have written. Then D is the midpoint of AB. DE is drawn parallel to BC, intersect AC at E. That much you have to write, and then the remaining proof I will do. Now you see, proof. First of all, you have to write AD equal to DB. D is the midpoint, implies AD by DB equal to 1, equation number 1. Then you see DE parallel to BC implies AD by DB equal to AE by EC implies AE by EC. Remember one thing, you write down in the bracket that by BPT, I have not written, so please here write down. After writing this one, because I have continued, you can write down this one in down, you can write down in the bracket by using BPT. Okay? Equal to 1 using 1. Okay? Then ultimately AE equal to EC implies E is the midpoint. Clear? So see, first of all, so very simple, not tough. So that is also by midpoint theorem, but we did not use the by midpoint theorem. Okay? We have used the similarities of triangles by BPT, basic proportionality theorem. So first of all, AD equal to DB, because D is the midpoint, then AD by DB equal to 1, equation number 1. Then DE parallel to BC. If DE parallel to BC, AD by DB equal to AE by EC implies AE by EC equal to 1. But I told you, please write down here by BPT implies AE by AE equal to EC implies E is the midpoint of AC. Midpoint of AC. This is the question number 7. Then question number 8 you can do by yourself. Question number 8 you can do by yourself. Then in the next video I will show you how to solve question number 10. How to solve question number 10 and then next theorem. Okay? So please practice nicely.